Maybe not.
Your attention, please. The show. Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, well, you know, my internet's not working today, so I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to hide it. That's okay. But anyway, hey, everybody, this is Terry with NSPS TV Paranormal. How you guys doing on this Sunday evening? Hey, man, today I decided to stay in the state of Texas. You know, I'm headed just a little bit west to Abilene, to Hurley Paranormal, and my man.
Can't hear you, bud.
So yeah, it's my internet's going crazy. But anyway, hey, brother, introduce yourself to the world.
My name's Corey Hurley. I'm the owner, founder, lead investigator for Hurley Paranormal International at Abilene, Texas. Founded in 2007.
All right.
A long ride.
Now, you know what, man? Let's jump right into this because I'm curious. Dude, as far apart as West Texas is, you got Odessa, you got Abilene, you got Midland, you got all these small towns, and they're separated between 1, 2, maybe 3 miles apart from each other. I mean, hours from each other. Why is it that we don't have as many paranormal investigators out there like we should?
Yeah, especially the state of Texas, there's a big stigma attached to the paranormal investigation industry, basically. Texas is one place that there's plenty of believers. There's a lot of skeptics too. And me doing what I've done, I've opened the eyes to quite a few people. I hope, I've also heard from the other side as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a personal, it has to do with your upbringing, things of that nature, And in Texas, the Bible Belt, specifically, there's a lot of skeptical individuals out there.
Right. Tell me, how busy have you been out there in West Texas?
Here in West Texas, we stay fairly busy. We do a lot of traveling though, so we try to get out and help everybody that we can. And my organization is a nonprofit, so we're not out to make money off these individuals. We're here to help. And that's one of the reasons I started this organization to begin with.
Okay, cool. We're just me and my team, NSPS TV Paranormal. Mm-hmm. We're just now venturing out into West Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they, came to me today, and want to go investigate a ghost town called Terraligua. Have you ever heard of it?
I've heard it. I've heard about it. I've never been there personally. My crew hasn't been there, but that's one of the places we'd like to get to too. That would be an amazing step.
Apparently, this place is out there by the Malfa Big Bend area.
Yes.
How far is that from you?
400 to 500 miles. I don't know. It's a good little trip.
Yeah, you better pack a lunch in a backpack for that bad boy.
Yeah, it's quite a ways, man. I'm not exactly on the exact number, not positive, but it's a good drive.
Yeah, man. Would you consider driving that far?
Yeah, definitely. I went there when I was younger, at the age of 13. The Big Bend McDonald Observatory. They got spring-fed pools. It's a pretty neat place, man.
Okay, well,
a lot of history down there. A lot of history.
Yeah, and and some of the members from my team is like, man, we should go check this place out, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, well, send me, a little bit of, information on it, and I would consider it. It's not too often that you go to an actual Ghost town.
Yeah, literal ghost towns.
Literally ghost town.
And there's several of them located in that area. That's just one of the main active ones. There are a number of them around that area, and maybe there's 3 or 4 people that may still be out in that area, but not as you get closer to the observatory or Marfa Lights. That
Yeah.
is one of my favorite places of all times, man. That I experienced at the age of 13. That kind of led me into doing what I'm doing today. It's a lot of history and a lot of, I guess you say, knowledge based information you need to get towards getting the right answers in that situation.
Definitely.
But it's a very good place to go.
Well, let's talk about your team. Is it just you, or is it?
I have an identical twin brother. We've got a few other. There's a few others. We have a medium that works with me. But it started out with my wife and I. We founded it together in 2015. I had my son, and my wife and I had our son. Sorry, but yeah, after that, she just wanted to do this. Stay home, take care of him, and I continued the path to paranormal.
Well, you can't blame her for that.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, I can't. She wants to stay home. That's fine with me,
Yeah,
man.
perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
Now, is it hard for you to find members out there that want to, join on your adventures?
Sometimes it is. It's scheduling, things of that nature, getting everybody in the same place at once. It's a little hard to do sometimes, but usually myself and my identical twin brother Cody. Hang on just a second. Sorry. Cody. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
You get the door, bub? Thank you. Sorry. Anyway, my identical twin brother and I have been doing this. He's been with me since the beginning as well. And I mean, he's got a lot of knowledge. He knows a lot of the technology that we use as well. So I mean, it's a good hand to have.
Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they are, man. Now, have you guys? Let's jump right into it, man, because West Texas is very curious. It's a lot of stuff that goes on out there, and there's a lot of urban legend.
Oh yeah.
Which is it more of? Is it a lot of stuff that's physical fact, or there's a lot of stuff that's more urban legend?
Well, in my time of doing this, a lot of it has to do with the urban legend part. It's not necessarily every place that you hear of, but a lot of them, like Lake Fort Phantom out here, the lake, Lady of the Lake, whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
See, I've been out. That's where I started. Was out there. That was our first televised. We did a broadcast for the news station here, and I've been out there several times. I've heard stories, but we've never actually captured anything worth, putting a label on it one way or the other. So it just kind of remains an urban legend as far as we go. And I'm sure it has to do. I'm sure that's the same with a lot of the cases there, But also being West Texas, it's kind of hard to get that label on any place whatsoever.
Right. Well, I understand that. Are there any other teams in Abilene besides you, or is it just you?
I believe there used to be, but as far as I'm knowledgeable about, no. Because a few years back, I talked to, I think it was the Better Business Bureau, and there was the closest one to our location was 200 miles away.
Wow, that is crazy.
I mean, things have advanced in technology nowadays, and things, these, interested people from what we do, as well as yourself, get out and do it themselves as well. So it's kind of building up to where it kind of needs to be.
Have you ran into anybody in Abilene that's a little bit judgmental on what you do?
Oh yeah, all the time. And I mean, it comes with the territory.
Definitely comes with the territory. Now, is it more so individual, or do they got some push behind it? Because most of the people that I've come in contact with are a little judgmental of what I do. Has a
Yes,
lot to do, has a lot to do with the church.
it
It,
does. A lot of it does. And religions, what I do also deals with religion and spiritual, but these people like myself, I grew up Southern Baptist.
oh yeah,
It, there's really not much you can tell someone that already has that mindset of
exactly.
how it is and how it needs to be to your views and your outlook on the complete opposite. You know what I mean? So it's tough, but I remain. I'm still here doing what I do. So
What do your parents think about you being a paranormal investigator?
I don't really speak with my mother much. My dad's paralyzed, but he loved it when I started it. I
Okay.
used to do it for the family actually. We
Oh
take
really?
everybody out, yes, and just go have fun.
Hmm. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. Grandparents still alive and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yes,
That
sir.
they're. What do you think they would say if they were alive
Um,
and knew you would?
they probably. I think they would love what I do.
They would love it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got a lot of support out there.
Oh yeah, definitely so. Definitely so.
There's nothing wrong with support. Support is really good.
Yeah, it kind of keeps you going.
Yeah, definitely. What does Abilene say about you? What does your own, because you got Abilene cornered. That whole of the town is yours.
Yes, they enjoy us, I guess.
Hmm.
I haven't
So
heard anything on the opposite.
how do you reach out to your community? What do you do to say, hey, Abilene, I'm here, and if you need me, I'm just a phone call away.
Well, just getting out there and doing investigations and showing, relaying the message to what I've come across and what we can do, and what we're capable of.
Okay. Now I know there's a lot of historical buildings out there.
Yes, sir.
Man, historical society, have they even contacted you or have you contacted them about getting in some of those buildings that they have?
And other towns I have, yes. That's a lot of the work we do is outside of the Abilene area, still within the big country, where we're at. And Winters, Texas was one of them. We went in front of I think it was a meeting, town hall meeting, and they actually handed us a couple extra investigations on top of the one we were doing.
Oh,
So
really? Wow.
yeah, I mean, they know that if we're here, I'm not going to turn anybody down. So
Exactly. I mean, at that point, I think we're obligated to help people out. You know what I'm saying?
honestly, yes, yes.
Uh,
And as a person, if I was to be dealing with something like this and I didn't know how to assess the situation correctly,
mhm.
it would probably scare me to death too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And just having that not know in your mind, that that
Mhm.
unknowingly thought behind everything, and it's just putting an answer to everything. It's worthwhile. It really
Yeah,
is.
I think it is. Now, with you knowing about life after death, every paranormal investigator knows that there is some type of life after death.
Definitely, definitely.
Now, doing what you do, does that prepare you for? What I mean is, does this prepare you for when it's your time,
And
when your number has
when my
called?
numbers are up, yes sir,
Yeah.
yes sir.
Does that prepare you? What you do? Does that prepare you for
It
what you're
does.
about to face?
It really does. Yes, I believe it does. I mean, as far as I go, other people, I'm not sure,
Yeah.
because I can only speak for myself. But
Yeah.
I believe it does. Gets us a little closer to that answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even though you're not there, but it's
Not
it's
quite there. Yeah.
and I don't think we will ever be right there until our time has,
And-
until our
yeah.
number has been called.
It'll hit you before you even know it. I can guarantee
Yeah.
that.
And but dude, I mean, I've seen so much over the last couple months and years.
Yes, sir.
I'm actually Man, I mean, I'm that type of person where I can just have that relief knowing that there is something there for me.
Yeah, it's not just all over.
Yeah,
You've got another path to walk. It's an
I mean, yeah.
extra life, you know.
I mean, because a lot of us don't remember. Can you remember when you were a baby?
No,
Can you remember when you was inside your mama's stomach or anything prior to that?
not at all.
I don't remember either. You know what I'm saying? And I ask
It-
people that all the time. I try to read people's mind. I try to go in people's minds and
yeah.
and try to
Pick their
just
brain apart a little
yeah,
bit.
pick
Yeah.
the brain apart. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
because a lot of people tell me, well, when you die, you're just gonna have this black vortex. It's just gonna
Yeah,
be
it's just gonna be you
you're
just
not gonna
worm
see.
through pretty
Yeah,
much.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, well, how do you know?
They don't.
They don't.
They've never lived it themselves. I mean,
They never lived it
on
themselves.
basically.
And we don't know because we've been from one side, which when we were born, and we don't know nothing about that because we can't remember.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But we know where we came from, but we don't know where we're going.
It's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? So, and
And
I always
that's a
ask
big
people
question
that.
that a lot of people have nowadays too. Where do I end up? Well,
Yeah,
it's kind of up to you, really. You know?
you know, uh, it's kind of mind-boggling
Yeah. Just a little
for
bit.
for a just a small bit, but then again, it gives me a sense of relief
Oh yeah.
because I know that I can. There's another place that I'm able to go when I
Hmm.
leave here.
Exactly. And it's probably much more
Oh yeah,
way better than than what you believe in or
I ain't got to
you
pay
know.
no bills. That's for sure.
That's a good, yeah, that's good.
You know what I'm
I like
saying?
that.
And it gives you the opportunity to be with loved ones
Oh yeah,
that has been gone long, long ago.
sure.
And I'm all about family. I mean,
Oh yeah, me too.
I can't help just but think, how was my family 100 years ago? What my family was there anybody like me 100 years ago? Or
Yeah, right.
I just want to know, man. Where
Yeah,
did I get my features from? Where did I
yeah.
get my inner thoughts from? Where did I get this from? Where I get that from? It has
Yes,
to
right.
be from somebody down the line.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And, so I'm like, wow, dude. I mean, I can't wait.
Yeah, yeah.
It-
It's exciting, but at the same time, it's kind of like, you got to leave everything here and everybody here to go find out. You get what I'm saying?
oh yeah, and you know what? And one thing I've always, I told my kids is when it's my time to come, I don't want to see no sorrow.
No, no, no. It should be a celebration.
It should be a celebration, man. Because
Definitely.
if I even hear you crying or see you crying, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
upside your head. You might think it's a gust of wind, but I'm gonna go upside
yeah.
your
I'll feel better. Yeah.
head. But yeah, I mean it's it's a very exciting time, man. I mean,
Yes, sir.
most
Yes, sir.
people, like you said, Corey, it depends on who you are. Most people, wants to take it sadly because they know they'll never see you again.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
here's
yeah.
a question that I have for you, and
Mhm.
people always say that, oh, I will never see you again after I die.
Yes, you will.
Yes, you will.
Yes, you will.
I'm saying you will see everything and everyone, and hell, I don't even know why people say that. It's
It,
mind
it, it,
boggling to me.
it's a loss, but at the same time, it's a personal gain for the individual that you're losing, they're gaining. But to each individual, it could be different. You know, a
Right.
loss is probably what they're worried about, but they're not thinking in the long run. They're going to end up right there with the side. So
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
timing, matter of time.
Just a matter of time. All right. Well, let's talk about some of the urban legends, dude. Because I always, if you looked on my podcast, all of them, dude. West Texas has some of the most famous urban legends in the state.
Oh
If
yeah.
you, I mean, I hear about things that are unfreaking believable. But and what kills me is it must have been somebody with an unbelievable imagination to even,
Yes.
if it is an urban legend, somebody with an unbelievable imagination to even bring something like that up.
Right. And a lot of these urban legends have some history or truth tied to them, one way or another. You know, it's all based on a reality that has been just kind of embellished along the way. Just
Yeah, and
that's sad.
the one and the most interesting urban legend or myth or whatever it is those little badass kids that run around knocking on people's doors.
That when I first heard that, it scared the hey Cash.
And and I'm like, and I couldn't find anybody that can validate,
Yeah. Yeah.
the urban legend. I came across this. It actually, you know what? It actually came on Unsolved Mysteries.
Yes. Yes.
That's how I discovered those little black-eyed kids that are running
Mhm.
around in West Texas.
Yeah. And I've had some run-ins with some kids before too. Almost the exact same situation.
Oh, really?
Um, yes, yes. They wouldn't step foot on my property. Though. Would not step foot on my property, and I think it has a lot to do with how I approach things. You know, my approach in the paranormal, the investigation techniques we use. It's
Hmm.
just, I'm not going to say my spirituality. I guess would be. It's pretty tough. It's and these kids. I've heard many calls, numerous calls, talked to many people about this, and you know, it's I want to say I believe it, and
Interesting.
it was real interesting to say the least.
Now, what with you experiencing these kids, what would you say that they are?
I really don't know, man. It's going to be some type of manifestation of some sort. Not necessarily
Interesting.
the kids themselves, but it could be something, things um, being taken in, getting
Okay.
consumed by these spiritual beings or whatnot.
Hmm. Now, I've also heard that it's not just children. That people in West Texas have also encountered grown adults that are that way also.
Yes, I've heard this too, and this is a very interesting part of it too, because when I first started kind of getting into this situation or this subject that we're speaking on now,
Mm-hmm.
I was under the same impression you are. You know, just kids. You know, teenagers, hoodies, black eyes. Don't know say much or anything at all to say, but uh, yeah, it's I believe it's a manifestation of some sort of dark energy that takes over, consumes these individuals. And it's
Interesting.
not
Now,
necessarily age based.
yeah, it's weird. Now, have you ran across anybody that's ever uh had anybody that actually had physical contact with these individuals?
I have not, but uh, that probably wouldn't be a good thing if I did. So
Well, it probably wouldn't be a good thing for them
yeah,
because,
well, for
hey,
others, and yeah, in retrospect, it would answer a lot of questions. I'm sure.
I'll definitely kidnap one of the little boogers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I would do because that would be one of the greatest solved mysteries if we could.
Oh, I know, man.
Oh,
That
dude,
that would open up a lot of doors.
yeah, it would, man, and
Yes.
you would answer a lot of questions. Now, if these little boogers would cooperate, I mean, I don't know, or would you have somebody knocking on your door, little black suit, white tie? I mean, black suit, white shirt, white tie, asking, "Can I have back my property?" Never know. You know,
It's true. That's true.
Men in Black. You never know
Yeah.
about those. But you know what? I kind of, when you look at something like that, I kind of throw all that into the same bowl, and I
Yes.
stir it
Yes.
up a little bit because I think all of them are connected together.
Yeah.
You
Definitely.
know, because uh, you're not too far. I mean, how far are you from New Mexico?
From Mexico, I'm not exactly sure. We're in northwest, or kind of the central West Texas,
West
so
Texas.
we're
So
not quite the Panhandle, nor
so you're looking at what? Still a couple of
Yeah. Oh
100
yeah.
miles away.
Definitely. Uh, I,
You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
Houston. Yeah, Houston's I think a 5 to 6 hour drive from where we're located, so it's still a good ways away.
Yeah, still a good ways away.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's not like these little boogers can get in the car and just drive over here and just
Yeah,
say, "Hey."
probably not. No, it'd be a long
I
trip.
mean, yeah. So it must have been something that either they're drawn to the area or man, we got something going on where
Yeah,
these guys are
and that's what
hanging
I
out.
think it is. It's there's some sort of attachment with their with these individuals. I don't know if I see when I seen it out in my driveway. It was right outside of my driveway in the road. It was nerve wracking to say the least. But I mean, I guess my spirituality kind of faced that one head on. You know what I mean?
Hey man, trust me. I kind of would have did it a different way. I'm one of those guys that I
Want
need
to see what
money.
happens?
Hey, I need money. I'm gonna walk
Yeah.
up to you, man.
Right. Right.
If I got this big ass, hey, I don't have this big ass trash bag for a reason. I'm gonna try to kidnap you, little
True,
bud.
yeah. I'm getting
And take you somewhere where you can, figure things out. But
get
then,
down to the bottom of it. Yeah.
yeah, but then you're right there close to Dyess Air Force Base.
Yes. Yes, we are.
So Dyess Air Force Base, home of the B-1B. You probably seen shit in the sky that you probably can't explain also.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah. This happens.
Because something and I'm pretty sure they have weapons of mass destruction there. Especially if it's I think Dyess is a strategic military
It's
base.
a number 3 target, I believe. And I'm not sure if that's in just Texas alone or due to the B-1s. I've heard about missile silos around the area as well.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stories that come along with those. I need some proven facts.
Oh yeah. Have you ever come across a gentleman called Nick Summers?
Have not. I don't believe so.
Okay, Nick Summers, I think, lives in Abilene or Odessa. Now,
Okay.
this guy here, he's not only a paranormal investigator, he's also an urbanite. So that
Okay.
means he does a lot of urban legend type thing.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
not urban legends, but he does a lot of. He goes around and just does a lot of urban things.
Right.
You go and investigate old abandoned uh what is that called? What's the name of that damn place up there? It used to be an old back in the day, it used to be an old it's like Disneyland or something. But he go investigate places like that are no
Yeah.
longer.
Like a Six Flags or something.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was in West Texas and it was
Okay.
pretty big. I don't even know why they closed it down. He go investigate. Cause actually, he's the one that hit me up and say, "Hey, Terry, you should go investigate junkyards because that's
Right. Right.
what he did when he was over there. Junkyards, just old abandoned stuff.
Yeah. Just try.
Yeah,
Yeah. Get
yeah.
rid of the place. We do that sometimes too.
So that's what he does.
That's
And
cool. That's cool.
he came across a gentleman, believe it or not, man.
Mhm.
I think he was located in Lubbock. Now, I never knew that Texas had had missiles. Strategic missiles. They're
Mhm.
not there now, but the silos are still there.
Yeah, they're still location. It's just they're not I guess you say active.
So have you heard, so you've heard of that before?
Yes, sir.
Oh
Yes, sir.
man. Have you ever been to the location?
I have not. That's
Wow.
one place it's really hard to get any kind of anyone to accept or invite
That would be,
someone in our work to go to.
yeah, I would definitely love to go check that place out,
Yeah,
man.
it'd be nice. That'd be very interesting.
First of all, I would like to know what the hell did they use to dig? Because West Texas is nothing but rock. Am I
Yeah,
right?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So what the hell did they use to dig 40 feet down? What did they use?
Uh,
I mean, I'm
there's
curious to know.
a lot of oil wells out this way too, so it can be done. I'm not saying it
Yeah,
can't, but
yeah,
I'm not sure exactly.
that is crazy, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, we've like I was telling you, we really want to get out there, see what's going on, and we want to do a lot of collabs with a lot of teams that are familiar with West Texas.
Yes, sir.
And I introduced you to Tom Bailey.
Mhm.
How things going on? Are you guys, pretty? Are you guys cool?
Yeah, yeah. I haven't spoken to Tom in a while, but yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, because when I discovered you, and I'm like, oh shit, man, maybe they're not too far apart.
Yeah,
Maybe they can get together and and do
some
some
kind of
investigation.
collaboration. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And Tom. One thing I like about Tom, his mind is steady clicking.
Oh yeah, it's got and I applaud him for that. He's good at what he does, man. And that's one thing in the paranormal industry, doing what I do, what you guys do, everybody, you got to be on your feet with your mind. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
got to be going. It's got to be going.
It's gotta be. And when I first met him at Bellinger at the Oak Park Hotel, man, he showed me his equipment. I'm like, God damn, dude. What
It's
the hell, man?
interesting
You
stuff.
work, yeah, you working for the government? Where the hell you get all this shit from? Because he
Yeah,
has, he really got it going on. And
yeah,
and
he
I
does.
tell him all the time, I'm like, dude, I need to know what the hell you doing with all this equipment because I want the same shit you have.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and he does it pretty good. I'm proud of you. Speaking of equipment, what do you guys work with?
Oh, we use all kinds of things. Spirit box, got to have your EMF detectors, your recorders. I mean, there's numbers. I mean, I couldn't even sit here and list everything that we have. But
Really?
I love to catch everything on film, one way or the other. If not, by a digital recorder. And one thing I've heard is the magnetic tape recorders
Mm-hmm.
actually work a lot better in these types of situations due to the fact that these films have magnetic strips that can pull these energies towards them.
Right.
And that's what
Man,
they feed
those
on.
damn things are hard to come by these
I
days.
know, man, really hard. You get one, keep it.
You're damn right, man. Hell,
Yeah,
you got to go to a thrift store just to find one,
yeah, and if you're lucky.
if you're lucky, or you have to go to a school surplus.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. They got them big old box, two tapes.
Yep, they
Oh
got
yeah.
just about everything you need over there, man.
Oh yeah,
But
definitely, definitely.
it's real hard, man. Because one thing I know about the school district here is they just throw everything away. They don't believe in recycle. I mean, they'll recycle some things, but they would basically throw everything away and just say, "Hey, man, we have
Yeah, they will, man.
what the hell, man."
Yeah.
But yeah, but dude, you know what? Tell me a little bit about uh, what you do in your spare time. I
That's
want
right.
to know. I want to know what Corey does in his spare time when he's not investigating.
Well, I'm a big history buff. I like history and science. I mean, those are my two favorite subjects in school. Um, I basically go out and investigate more stuff. That's
Mm,
and if I'm not doing that, I'm taking care of my son.
okay.
He's got he's high functioning autistic. But he's smart, real smart. He's
Real.
brilliant kid, man.
Well, you know
He
what? He's going to be a next generation paranormal investigator.
oh yes sir, I believe it.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think we should train if kids at a certain age want to
Start
investigate,
young, man. Start young.
start them young. Yeah, but don't start them young where they have passion for it. Where it's not like, well, uh, they. I don't want kids to take things for granted.
Yes, definitely. And that has a big part to do to play in that too.
Yeah,
A lot of kids nowadays, I don't know, sit around video games. I do it myself. I love video games,
yeah,
uh, but there's more to life than just getting by.
exactly. There is way more to life, and I tell
Definitely.
my kids all the time, man. Get out, see the world, dude. Don't be bottled
Yeah.
up all the damn
Do
time.
something, man. Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah.
And well, I like video games. Well, okay. Well, let's say for an example, 30 years from now, you think you'd be still playing that video game 30 years from now? I
I
don't
don't
know,
know,
man.
man. Probably not.
Probably not.
There's a lot of
Because
traits that you get when you get older that you should start younger because when you get older or too old, you can't do certain things anymore. And not to say that
Mhm.
you're physically unable or just maybe your want to has changed or your thought process or something of that nature.
You know what? I think my thought process is definitely different than what it was 30 years ago.
Oh yeah, mine
Uh,
mine is
yeah,
too.
yeah, because I remember when Xbox first came out,
Oh yeah,
and
that was
I'm
a
like,
big one.
yeah, I got to go get me an Xbox game. Well, I remember the first game when it came out itself.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford it, but my
Mhm.
friends had one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And time goes on and goes on and goes on. So I saw myself 30 years ago playing video games with my kids.
Oh nice.
Yeah. But then
Awesome.
again, it got to that point where other things, I got distracted by other things. And it
Right.
took
Right.
me
Right.
away from just everyday life, took
Yeah. Oh
me
yeah.
away from playing video games. So guess
Mhm.
what happened? Saw him playing it more and more and more.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
And next thing you know, I'm totally away from it. Hell, I gave the whole damn thing to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if these kids spend more time actually, doing something they love out in the world than playing video games, man,
It would change the world, honestly.
yeah,
You would have so much more like in certain industries and whatnot. You got your top level people that can do it and do it really well. But if they were
yeah,
to go and show these kids that are stuck in video games, or not just kids, teenagers, adults, anybody, they could put that to work doing something for the community and as well as themselves.
yeah, you're right. All right, are you able to read the comments?
I am not.
All right, I'm gonna post a comment up here right quick, see if
All
it
right.
works.
Yes. Yes, we do. SLS is a wonderful, wonderful, uh, tricky, but I mean, yeah, I've actually done it in my house before, and uh, it's amazing, man. You can do a lot of work with an SLS camera that, you know, um, 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, they would have no knowledge of these things nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of opens up the eyes of individuals that can use it, and
Exactly.
it's it's an eye opener. So I'm telling anybody that paranormal, that SLS camera is one of the top things that we like to use, especially
Now,
myself.
Yeah. How do you feel about all these apps that are out? These paranormal apps you can get on your phone.
See, I don't know. A lot of those are kind of, I don't know. They can be interfered with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
When you're working a device yourself, you know what you're doing. You know what you're looking for. You can read it. Everything. Go for that. I like my first SLS camera. I made myself with Connect from an Xbox, and it put me to work. And I started learning it, and it really kind of put me into the where I could associate this with each and every individual investigation.
Yeah. Torres, hey man, I need to come down there and borrow your Ovilus. Is that okay with you guys? I mean, I'll bring it back. I mean, I don't know
Yeah,
when.
I'm sure. Yeah,
But that's
good one, Torres.
yeah, that Ovilus,
The
man.
Ovilus, man, that one's I like that one. That man, we've put that on to work quite a bit too. That's also a have to if you're a paranormal investigator. You've
Yeah,
got to
what
get.
is that thing? What is that thing running these days?
Uh, not sure exactly. One I have that I think it was, and I couldn't put a number on it right now, man. It's
I mean,
it's up there.
I've seen them go up, dude, to be almost like 300 or 400 or 500 dollars.
Yeah, that's probably one of the cheaper ones.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Cheryl, how much did that Ovilus cost you guys? Can you leave that in the comments for me? I mean, and you know what? And you can't go, back in the day, oh my God, 400, 450? Oh my God, dude. I'm,
They're up there, man. It's expensive.
yeah, I'm definitely going to have to borrow. Can I borrow y'all's, man? I'll bring it back. I promise. I'm not going to say when I'll bring it back. I'm just saying
Right.
I'll bring it
It
back.
will be returned.
It will be. Hey, if I gotta come down and get it and mail it back to you,
Yeah, yeah. One way or
you'll
another, you'll get it back.
you'll get it back. Oh, but damn, check it out, Corey. Damn, it got lost in the mail.
That was a good one. It's like everything else. Huh?
Yep, everything else. It got lost in the mail. Hey, I hope you got insurance on that thing.
Yeah, right.
Ooh-wee. Yeah. Hey, man. You know what, dude? I've just added 2 individuals on my team.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would just stick with 4, maybe 5. Now I'm up to like maybe 6 or 7.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
That's
great.
amazing. That's
That's
amazing.
great, man.
Yeah,
And
it is.
these individuals are, they're filtering in. I mean, they're actually coming together, with the team, and I'm really happy with that.
Right. You got to get in somehow.
Yeah, and they're willing to learn.
Yeah,
You know,
that's a good thing. A lot of people that I've tried a few people out in the past too, and to get them to work, go investigations and stuff. They don't have the want to like some individuals do,
mm-hmm.
and that has a lot to do with the learning process as well. Because if you want to do it, you're gonna want to learn it. And not to say you're gonna want to, but you kind of have to if that's what you want to do. And it
Right.
makes it easier. It makes it easier for everyone involved.
Exactly.
It really does.
Hey, if you guys, hey Torres, if you guys want to send Mike up here, man, and tell him I pay for his room and board for hell, he can come stay with me for a year. I can Angel and Torres Paranormal is from Laredo.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
They great team. They got a lot of talent. They got 22 on their team.
Really?
Yeah,
Got a lot of work going on. Radio there.
And I asked Angel and Cheryl, how do y'all keep up with the different attitudes and personalities and things? Just so luckily, most of them are, all of them are either family or or close
Yeah, oh, yeah.
family. But I'm like, I can't do 22.
No, yeah, I mean neither. We're about half that size at our biggest. So
And different attitudes come different responsibilities.
oh, definitely. That's a
And
sure.
people, and what's so really crazy about it is, like you're saying, Corey, a lot of people like the name of being a paranormal investigator, but they don't want to put in the work.
Yeah, yeah. You're exactly right on that.
They like that name. Oh, I'm a paranormal investigator. Okay,
Yeah.
but hey, I
Well, you
need for
got.
you, yeah, I need for you to go through this 3 to 4 hours of audio,
Hmm.
and
Yes, sir, man. That can be tedious at times.
oh man, ooh, it can drive you crazy at
Yeah,
times.
definitely.
But members on my team, they love to do it. That's all they do. Dude,
Yeah, yeah.
I got members on my team that we done an investigation. I can only say a month and a half ago,
Yeah.
and they still time stamp, time stamping things
Oh,
for
wow.
from that investigation.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
you hear this, Terry? Hey, I'm gonna send you this. What do you think about this? You know,
Yes,
and I,
sir.
yeah, and I tell them all the time. I'm like, dude, I mean, that's great,
Yeah.
but
And
man,
there's been times, some of our investigations last a little while longer than expected, but that's to come with the territory as well. I mean, you can't necessarily say, oh, I'm gonna be here for 2 to 3 hours, maybe 2 3 days, and try to figure all this out. It's not
right?
possible. That's not
That's
possible.
not possible. Do you guys have a location where you go to back constantly and constantly because there is so much activity there and you want
Yeah.
to figure things out?
Yes. Yes.
And
There's a couple of places that we like to go visit in return.
hmm, okay. Now, how does people react to you, when, they know you're a paranormal investigator and they know that there's something going on in their house. Because this has happened to me a couple of times. They'll call
Yeah.
me up and like, "Hey, man, I really need your help." Then, when the time for the investigation to come, I get this phone call 9:30 in the morning. Oh, never mind, it went away.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
what the hell?
yeah. Yeah. That happens a lot, and usually there's a logical explanation behind a lot of these cases too. Um, it's a number of things, but yeah, usually there's logical explanations behind a lot of these
Or,
mistaken happenings going.
or is it they are just too embarrassed to admit that they have something going on that they
Mm.
cannot understand, and
Yes.
they rather deal with it themselves than
Then
actually
ask
call
for help.
somebody
Yeah.
that can give them more information
Right.
than they're trying to get.
That's very true, and that happens more than you would think, especially here, West Texas.
Oh, I can imagine, dude,
Mm.
because I just had a guy call me up last week. No, not week, no, last month. Just
Mhm.
moved a trailer, a mobile home to a location. The mobile home wasn't haunted when he
It's
bought it.
land.
Now all of a sudden there's stuff going on in his
It's the
house.
property, and a lot of that happens here in Texas too. Um, the properties that's attachment is it's based on the property and not the home itself. It,
Exactly.
yeah, and that goes on a lot here in Texas as well.
And and what's so crazy about it? And guess where they put the mobile home at?
Yeah.
Right in East West Austin. Right in West Austin. Anything, and believe it or not, man, anything's west of Austin, going from I want to say Hayes County
Hmm.
all the way up to Llano County.
Hmm.
Dude, all that is heavy Indian territory.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Big Ben, which we were speaking about earlier, the Marshall Lights, that's exactly what you're talking about right there.
Yeah, so I mean, there is no way that you can walk somewhere and not step on something or someone that that was alive.
Yeah, it has some kind of energy or
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You get it, yeah.
yeah, have some kind of energy.
Yeah.
Or, walk across an Indian burial ground that it's marked, but you don't understand the markings on the trees.
Exactly, yes.
So only thing you see is a tree with with two branches going across it.
Yeah, yeah.
That means something to the Indians, but you're
Not
not.
necessarily to these certain individuals. Yes, sir. You got that right.
So when that happens and you cross that land, and it says do not cross across this property or whatever, there it goes right there, man. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have no business doing. So yeah, I
Yeah.
mean it's a lot to you have. I mean, because when you're a paranormal investigator, dude, you got to open your eyes up to everything.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I
Not
mean,
just your eyes, your mind, that's what I tell a lot of my crews. Go with your gut when you notice or hear or anything, you can feel it.
yeah,
And that happens quite a bit. It helps.
man, how did you find a medium in West Texas?
It's not in West Texas.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, because where is she
Yeah.
located at?
Arkansas.
Oh, okay, okay. I understand that. Well,
Mhm.
because you found one in West Texas,
Yeah.
you better keep a hold of
Hang
he
on
or
to that one. Yeah.
because anything in that neck of the woods, any sensitive people out there, I really don't think they would come out because they're afraid of, the negativity that would be drawn
Yeah.
to them. And that's
Definitely.
why I always tell a lot of people, man, a lot of people that are sensitive will not come out of the shadows because they're afraid of getting scrutinized.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Uh,
And that's a common occurrence. I
yeah,
mean,
it is. And
it,
I'm like, dude, if I can just find one that's real that's real self-assured within herself, that,
mhm.
don't give a damn what anybody say or thinks about them, you know,
Right. Yep.
I will
Hang on to
I
that
will
one.
definitely put some handcuffs on her.
Yeah. Hang
And
on to that one.
just luckily I found someone like that.
Yeah.
You know, but you know what's so crazy? Everybody today, and I'm not saying that everybody is not, because there's one thing on this planet that we will never understand, and that's the human mind,
Oh
because
yeah.
it's it's opened up to so many possibilities.
Yeah. It's amazing what your mind can do. I mean,
Yeah, and some
it's
people have the gift, some people might have the gift and not even know that they have it.
right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, there is so many things that the mind can do, but
Yes.
for some reason it's blocked for some
And
individuals.
I got a phone call earlier, right before the podcast here, um, from a man in Florida
Oh,
who is just since 2018 he's been hearing, feeling, seeing, and that's exactly the case, man. His mind opened up to it. He was kind of just like, check this out, but he opened himself up to it, and it's amazing. Man. Mind
yeah,
is a
and
is
dude,
a wonderful
I
thing.
will not. If that thing hit me, if I'm asleep and it just came to me like a book,
Yeah, yeah.
and it just hit me in the head,
Mhm.
and man, I would not be scared of it, man. I would embrace it.
Yes, use it to your advantage, man.
Use it to your event. And like I
Exactly.
tell everybody else who think they got that twinkle twitch, dude, if you think you do, uh, what you need to do first is get somebody that can teach you.
Hmm.
Then
To
once,
embrace it.
yeah, then embrace what you are,
Hmm.
you
So,
know, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
You know, because one of the greatest, one of my all-time favorite movies was might be a little bit before your time, but was Firestarter,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
the original one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was a good one, man. That was a good
Where
one.
what's her name? She's like a big actor right now. I can't even think of her name. Yeah, she was like a little girl, little
Zoe.
blonde headed,
Yeah. 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 That's right.
and then
Remember that?
she knew that she had telekinesis, and man, you piss her off, dude, she gonna set your ass on fire.
Game over. Yeah.
Game is history. But yeah, man, the mind. You know when they say the mind is a terrible thing to race, they're not wrong.
It's very true, man. It's a
You know,
wonderful thing.
it really is a wonderful thing. You know, but while I got you on here, I am in the process. I'm going to launch this thing in hopefully November.
Okay.
You know, I'm into the paranormal, but what I want to do is ufology. You know, the study of UFOs.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And I know there's a lot of weird things that going on in the night sky in West Texas. I'm not saying it's here, but out in West Texas.
You never know.
Well, not only that, you're not so bombarded by the city lights.
Yeah.
You're actually able to see a lot more over there than you hear.
Definitely.
Because you don't have the big lights in the horizon just messing everything up.
Yeah, that's very true.
You know, so I mean, I'm trying to get involved with MUFON. You know, there's a lot of rules and regulations that you have to go by with them. You know, to even get certified as a MUFON UFO investigator.
Yeah.
You know, but one of my locations is the West Texas area. You know that is one of the places where I want to go. I mean, I'm not saying a lot of people have seen UFOs out there. You know, if they are, call me. Yeah, give me a call. I would definitely come out there, and if anybody's listening, give me a call. We would definitely get out there.
Right.
But I see that this venture is going to be a lot tougher than actual being a paranormal investigator.
Yeah, there's much more to it.
Yes, a lot more. Yeah. It's a lot more money involved in it too.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of equipment with the paranormal you can't use with ufology.
Yeah.
So I gotta start from ground zero. Geiger counter, radiation meter, and so on. And so, those things cost big bucks.
That's it. It's gonna be expensive. Yep.
Especially a Geiger counter.
Yeah.
So I got to start off, from the ground up on that. But I'm definitely want to head out there to West, Abilene, Midland, the Odessa area.
Yes, sir.
And see what's going on out there. I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna catch anything, but it's a good place to, it's a great place just to go and not investigate, but just get your foot on the.
Yeah, just watch it. Get out there and do something about it.
Yeah, have you run across any ufologists out there?
No, I haven't.
No. And that's what I like about West Texas. There's just enough people out there to where you probably get one of each.
Yeah.
You get one UFO investigator, one ufologist, one Bigfoot hunter. I don't know if they even ever discovered. Have you even heard Bigfoot being out there?
No.
There wouldn't be no place for him to walk. There wouldn't be no place for him to hide.
Yeah.
One of them big ass, one of them 30-foot tumbleweeds that go across the highway and get him.
Yeah, sir. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, dude, I'm really trying to open things up, man, and
Right.
you just make sure everything is where it needs to be. I want to cover every angle, possible, paranormal investigation because I do put paranormal and UFO. I put them into
Yes.
one.
You mentioned that.
You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, launch that thing. And
Well, good luck to you, man. If you come to West Texas, man, give me a holler.
oh man, we're coming. There's no doubt about it.
Okay, good deal, man. I'll be
We
here.
are. I mean, we are coming.
Good deal. That's awesome, man.
We are actually. We're going to New Mexico to Las Cruces
Oh,
at the,
wow.
at the end of October, the second weekend. Oh, second to the last weekend in October
Okay.
to investigate a old abandoned Indian school.
Oh, wow.
So
That
yeah,
sounds very, very interesting, man.
sounds very interesting. It better be interesting for the 8, 9, 10, 12 hours we're gonna drive.
Yeah, exactly. You better have
You know what I'm
something
saying?
happen, right?
And then we got to deal with border patrol and all that crap. Once we get
Yep.
to El Paso, so there's a lot of stuff that we got to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
I was just thinking about driving around that crap.
Right.
So you ain't got to deal with it.
Yes, sir.
But dude, I tell you what, if you ever up for an investigation down in our area,
Mhm.
please come on.
Okay, man.
You guys are more than welcome to come down. We can investigate, have a good time and
Yeah.
just, enjoy, investigating down here because there is a lot of places that a lot of teams have not been to yet.
Yes, sir.
I'm not one of those guys where I like to pay
Mhm.
because I don't have a lot of money to pay for that to go
Yeah.
investigate the location.
Right.
Especially when there's been 50 other people like me been there already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, how do you feel about those cat balls? Do you like them?
What is it?
Those cat balls everybody use?
I don't
You
know.
never you never seen the little small cat balls?
Uh-uh.
You're kidding me, right?
Oh.
Hold on for a sec.
You got something for me? All right.
Hold on.
Yeah, well, it's fun.
All right, let's see here. Oh, well, this one here is going off already.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
These little boogers.
No.
What?
Oh, yes. My son, I actually got a couple of those, man. I got them for my son, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've actually put those in investigations, man. Those are really, really interesting to use.
Yeah, they are. But like all other devices, they have their critics.
Yeah. You're very right.
People always says, well, they're so sensitive where a gust of wind
Yeah.
and it will activate.
Yeah, that's very true.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why I like using these.
Yeah.
You gotta beat them
Gotta
to
put some
actually.
pressure into it, get it to work.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
one.
I like that.
But yeah, these are some of the things that we use, that I use because I know like you say, people are so, critical about these because they're so easy.
Yeah.
A little force,
Yeah.
into them. And hopefully, and I always tell them, I'm like, dude, if you don't have enough energy to activate, just take some of mine and use that energy and activate this.
Use it.
And you will be okay. And I'm not saying come tag along and go home with me. I'm just saying take a little bit of that energy that I have. You know,
Exactly. Yes, sir.
or hell, I'll get your ass an energy drink. I'll get you a Monster if you want one. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it takes to get you to communicate with the I
Right,
will do.
right. Just do it.
You
Yeah,
know,
get it done.
get it done. We actually have a what are those ball? A Tesla ball.
First of all, yes.
A USB Tesla ball. We can
Mhm.
plug it into a power source and just let it go, and we can
Yeah,
put it
those
anywhere.
things are pretty neat too, man. I like
Yeah.
those.
I don't know what glasses you're talking about, but yeah. Hey, actually, I am moving on to something a little bit better than these glasses. I got something coming out for you guys here. I want you guys to check out. It's going to be amazing, and it's something that I think that everybody's going to like. It's going to be crazy, man. Me, I'm the type of guy that like to, there's ways that you can investigate, but I like to be, Corey, believe it or not, I like to be that 21st second paranormal investigator. I like to investigate with things that people don't normally investigate with.
Well, that's the only way to find out if it's going to work or not.
Exactly.
You
You know,
can't knock it till you try it. You know what I mean?
yeah. So I first brought these out.
Yeah.
You see the camera right there.
Yep, yep.
I first brought these out. Now I got something that's going to blow this completely out of the water.
Oh, yeah.
So just hold on, man, and I'm going to get that out, and I'm going to and the world is going to be like, wow,
Yep. They'll know then, right?
yeah. Then everybody's going to want a pair,
Yep,
and
yep.
I'm like, well, you know what? Because people always contact me. Hey, where you get those glasses from? Hey, where you
Yeah.
get this from? Hey, where you get that from? And I always tell them, it's classified information.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because uh, sometimes it's better off to let people find things than to share information with them. I don't mind sharing
Very
information,
true.
but you know what?
I'm real private with all my information or anything of that sort.
Yeah,
I like to keep everything private.
there you go. Because you have to,
Mhm.
and it's like and if you want to, hell, I can stamp this shit for myself. It's like, hey, I invented these paranormal glasses, but I really didn't.
Yeah,
How many people? But how many people you see on YouTube actually wearing these things? Not
sure.
too many.
Not at all.
Not too many. So yeah. So you know what, man? I'm just really trying to get myself off the ground and elevate myself where I think I want to be.
Where you're comfortable at. Yes.
Yeah, and you know what? And I don't do it for views. I don't do it for follows. I
Mhm.
don't do it. I do it because that's what I love to do.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very
You know,
true. That's the same reason here, man.
I do it because that's what I love to do. And you know what? And one day I'll be able to share this
Yeah.
with
I mean, it
everyone.
just adds flavor to your story. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it just adds flavor to everything.
Yes, sir.
And and hopefully the world will be ready for what I have for them.
I sure hope so.
Like this thing right here, I love inventing things. If you do a lot of residential investigations,
Yeah, there's a few.
I think this thing would be perfect.
Yeah.
You ever played Simon Says? This thing is set up pretty much to be like Simon Says.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's neat, man.
So you turn on each light, and it's motion, and each light is motion censored.
Yeah.
So if you touch this light and it goes
So,
off, you just
yeah.
ask the entity, "Hey, can you light up one of these other lights?" Then
Yeah.
we'll just go play the game back and forth.
Yeah.
Whatever
Get
he
going.
does, yeah. for whatever they cut on, I can cut on. You
Yeah,
know, I'll just keep following and following and following them, you know, until they get tired of playing with it.
right.
You know, but yeah, I've discovered so many things that I have not put out yet
Right.
that I should put out, but I haven't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, and you know where some of these places I find them at? You really gonna be shocked.
What's that?
Some of the stores where I find some of this equipment at.
Yeah.
Five Below.
Really?
You ever been to Five? They got a Five Below in your town?
Yeah.
Man, go to Five Below and just look at all the devices that they got in there, and you'd be shocked on some of the stuff that they got.
Yeah.
That motion censored devices. I think they got a whole back wall of just motion. Well, you know, kids call them kitty toys.
Right. Yeah.
I don't call them kitty toys.
Oh, it can be used for several things.
Yeah, we can use that for several things, buddy. And you know what? The great thing about it is, let's say, for an example, that you do go to a location where 1 million paranormal investigators have been.
Yeah.
The spirits will probably react to you because it's something that they haven't seen before.
It's new. Yeah.
Something new, and they want to play with it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, because I'm telling you now, man, if I was a spirit, I wouldn't communicate with you if you come show me something I've seen
1 million times. Yeah.
Oh, the next the team upstairs. I go upstairs and the team upstairs is using the same shit.
Yeah.
But you know that will make me aggravated.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Then I would want to just go hang out in the bathroom until everybody's gone. Then that's when I'll come out.
Then go do your own thing.
And then do my own thing. You know, that's what I'd do if I was a spirit.
Right.
Because, you know, it doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's millions and millions of ways that you want to communicate with somebody if you choose to.
You just have to.
Let's not use
advantage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's not use the obvious thing and the thing that everybody else is using, because to me, it just doesn't.
Been there, done that type of thing.
Yeah. Been there, done that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right. Well, hey, did you get that information with Taurus Paranormal?
Yes, I did. Yes, sir.
All right. These guys, I'm telling you, man, these guys are cool, man.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll switch to them.
They got their own little corner of South Texas.
Yeah.
You know, down there. They're down there by Laredo, I think.
Yeah.
And you know, and they're doing their own stuff. You know, I want to get down there, but man, for some reason, I'm getting pulled west.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know why I'm being pulled west, but that's what's going on.
Yeah.
But hey, an hour. We've been talking for 1 hour and 13 minutes, bro.
Yeah, we have.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It does, man.
You know what, dude? Tell me. I know you got a bucket list, and I ask everybody this question.
Yeah.
Everybody that comes on the podcast, you got a bucket list. Where would you like to investigate? That's on your bucket list. Where would you like to go? Anywhere in the world.
Demon House.
Why not?
That would be my top bucket list right there. That would be amazing to do that.
Go to the Demon House. Interesting.
Yeah.
Why would you want to go there?
Saw Ghost Adventures all the time. I've heard stories. People have told me about it, and there's just so much activity and unexplained happenings going on at this place. And I just want to experience it before I'm gone. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Now, have you ever encountered a demon before?
Oh yeah, definitely.
How will you manage to get rid of it? Or
actually studied demonology from a priest around here.
Oh, really? Okay. So if it's something you can't handle, you just pass it on to him. Oh, well, that's cool. That is cool at all. I mean, hey, you really a priest is always good to have, man, because you never know what if.
Yeah, definitely.
You never know.
It's a
Well,
good
you know
safety
what?
blanket.
Yeah, big time. You know, but long as you don't bring anything home, everything will be cool, man.
Yeah.
That's where you won't get beat up. I won't get beat up because the wife will not go for that.
No.
You got to go back where that thing come from. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yes, sir.
but I tell you what, man. Uh, you want to come? You're more than welcome to. You know, and just enjoy it, dude, because
Okay.
Central Texas has a lot to offer paranormal investigators, and I tell you what, bro, we're still finding places that nobody has been in. That nobody has been.
They're all over, man.
Yeah,
There's been numerous. You can't put a limit on how many there are. You know,
yeah,
it just keeps happening.
and all you got to do is open up open up three things: your mind, your ears, and your eyes.
Yes, sir.
If you can open those up, man, as a paranormal investigator, the sky's the limit.
It's limitless. You got it.
But if you want to close one of those, it's going to limit you to what you can do.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like life. You need all three of those to succeed in life.
Oh yeah.
You know, so if you choose not to use one of those as a paranormal, then maybe you shouldn't be a paranormal investigator.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you should be. Yeah, maybe you should be a dog walker or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hey man, tell the world how to get a hold of you, bro.
You can get us on Facebook, Instagram, Google us. I've got 3 or 4 different websites you can go to.
There you go. You got Instagram?
Yes.
All right. What's your name on Instagram?
It's at Hurley Paranormal.
There you go, guys. Hey, if you guys ever want to get a hold of this gentleman, if you guys are ever in the Abilene area, or you going up there just to investigate and see what's going on, please contact this guy. You know, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I'm pretty sure he would show you guys a good time, show you some of that West Texas food and all that stuff. You know, and man, just gone up there and just chill with this guy.
Sure.
You know,
love to have him.
Hey, like he would love to have you. We're headed up there in December.
Yeah.
No, sorry, October. Now we're gonna drive through because we're going to New Mexico.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, but definitely. Well, you know what, my friend Corey, it has been a pleasure talking to you.
Same here, man.
And I would love the next time to get the rest of the team so they can come on, so I can, see, see their aspect of the,
right.
And and what their experience and all that stuff. I would love to do that. One more thing before you go. Are you a Cowboy fan?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I gotta go.
I used to be. Not so much the last few years. I used to be.
You used to be a Cowboy fan? Okay. I'm gonna cut you some slack because you said I used to be. You know what I'm saying? All right. Hey, guys, Corey, it's been a pleasure talking to you, man. Let's do this.
Appreciate it.
But next time, I'm gonna bring Mr. Bailey on the show. See what the hell he's talking about.
Right.
He's always got something funny going on.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with enough said, hey guys, it has been a pleasure. Hey, I appreciate all you guys that take time out of your Sunday to come join us on this podcast with Mr. Corey Hurley from Hurley Paranormal out of Abilene, Texas. Hey man, give this guy a good shout out. Hey, go support him, man. Go hit that subscribe, share button. If he got something on YouTube, hey man, just look him up. Just to ask if he does, then go hit that like button. Hey, because I'm pretty sure he would do it for you if you do it for him. You know what I'm saying? So in the meantime, you enjoy the rest of your evening, brother.
You too, bud. Appreciate it,
Hey,
man.
peace. All right, guys. Hey, man, that was Mr. Corey Hurley in Texas. What you guys think about that? Hey, man, doing great things over there, man. Just keep up the good job, man. Keep up the good work. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I am about to get out of here, guys. I'm about to go cook me some dinner. If anybody want to come cook dinner for me, hey, just knock on my door and I will open it. But I am going to cook me some tostadas tonight and drink me some Kool-Aid. So, hey, this is Terry with NSPS TV Paranormal signing off. You guys enjoy the rest of your night.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,